You have spent literal years showing up for other people. At home, at work, in your community, you've been the reliable one, the steady one, the behind the scenes glue. And now you might be thinking, well, what about me? Because you know there's more that you could be doing, more that you want to give. And if we're being really honest, more that you want to earn. Hey sis, I'm Quinn, and I help women in midlife create new income streams based on what they already know without burning out, without starting over, or pretending to be someone that they're not. And right now, I'm on a mission to make a million, not just in dollars, but in ownership, creativity, impact, and peace. Because I don't believe that midlife is the end of your value, it's just the beginning of your next chapter. And in this video, I want to help you answer a question that frankly comes up a lot. And it's this: but Quinn, what am I even going to sell? So let's break that down together. Most of us don't even recognize our own value because we're way too close to it. You've been doing things the way that you've been doing them for so long that you assume that everybody knows how to do it too. But I promise you, there is something in your story, your skill set, or the way that you're thinking about something right now that could help someone else. We're going to look at the three types of experiences that most women over 40 already have right now, and how each one of those things holds the seed of a profitable offer. Let's start with the one that's probably most familiar to you, and that would be your professional experience. This is the work that you've done in your career, either paid or unpaid. Whether you've led teams, ran projects, trained others, or kept things running behind the scenes, it counts. Now, you might be saying to yourself, but I wasn't doing anything unique. I was always in the background. It wasn't really creative what I was doing. So hold up. Let me reframe this for you. If you manage people, that is leadership development. If you trained new hires, that's curriculum development. If you mentor coworkers, that's a coaching offer in the making. You've already been solving problems, probably for free. What changes now is that we're going to put a price tag on that value. So here's something for you to be thinking about. What is that one thing that you've done in every job that you've had, even if your title changed? It's that one thread that you keep pulling through. That is often a clue about what's going to be your most valuable asset. Next up, we're going to talk about personal experience. This one is usually the one that's closest to your heart, and honestly, the one that most of us overlook the most because we've been taught to place value in the things that we do, not the things that we've actually lived through. But your life experience, I'm here to tell you that that is a whole entire masterclass, okay? Think about the transitions, the trials, the tough seasons that you've gone through, and you've come out stronger on the other side. That's not just resiliency. It's also currency. Let me show you what I mean. If you were a caregiver to an aging parent, as an example, you could create a guide for other people going through the same thing. If you rebuilt after divorce, you could create a support circle for other people going through the same thing. If you return to work after years of being away, you could be a mentor or a coach to women doing the same thing. What people want isn't your story. They want the shortcut that your story gives them. I want you to ask yourself this: what challenge have you moved through that someone else is still trying to figure out right now? That's a blueprint that someone is already searching for. Okay, so last but definitely not least is passion based experience. This is the category where your joy lives. And sometimes that joy has been pushed so far down because of all of the things that we've gone through that you have to dig a little deeper to actually get to it. These are the things that you absolutely love to do, even if you're not being paid for it. They light you up, they bring you peace. And yes, they can also bring you income. Let me show you what I mean. If you love to journal, you could create guided prompts for people, or you could even host a writing circle. If you're the go-to person for event planning, you could create a digital event toolkit just like I did. If you naturally encourage other people in faith or mindset work, you could lead small groups or coaching cohorts. Here's the thing: Your joy is a signal. If something energizes you, it's worth exploring, not just personally, but also professionally. So let me ask you this. What could you teach or talk about all day and leave even more energized than when you started? Now that we've walked through those three categories, professional, personal, and passion based, I want you to look back at what you wrote down. Circle the one that makes you feel most alive right now. It doesn't have to be fully fleshed out. It doesn't even have to be an idea that you could sell tomorrow. You're giving yourself permission to start with a seed, and that's where the growth begins. And you might be saying at this point, okay, Quinn, I've got a seed for an idea. So, what does that mean for me right now? Where do I go from here? And here's what I will tell you. You do not need a full blown business plan or a website at this point. You just need a simple offer, something that will help somebody feel seen, solves a problem, or saves time. I'll share with you a few ways that some of the women in my community are making this happen. They're doing one-to-one sessions about a specific challenge. They're doing mini digital products like a checklist or a video lesson. They're doing group workshops or mini accountability sessions. They're doing private paid podcasts, or they're creating workbooks based on their lived experiences. Start small, start with what you know, start with something that feels like you. Your offer does not have to be big, it just has to be clear. The women I work with, they're not trying to go viral. They're just trying to build something that feels real. They want income that feels aligned. They want to use their voice, not have it silenced. They want to do work that means something now, not 10 years from now. If that sounds like you, then you are in the absolute right place, because this is the type of work that we're doing in the More Life and Midlife community. We help you identify what's profitable, build out what's possible, and finally create income that reflects your story. If this video helped you or resonated with you in any way, then hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, and then drop a comment below and let me know which category you're thinking about right now. And if you're ready to take the next step, check the description below for all the different ways that you can work with me, whether that's through my book, my mentorship program, or even doing one-on-one sessions with me. I want you to know, sis, that midlife is not the end for you. It is the most powerful beginning that you will probably ever have. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.